Hey, so last time on RPG, you guys were heading on your way to kind of the capital city. Made a quick detour to pick up some supplies along the way, though, where Zegend or rather Pikachu and Amadeus, the two remaining members of the party after a quick split with Mirika, found themselves they found themselves two new friends, quote unquote. That being Thorben Stringley, Thorben Stringley, just sort of a human inventor with a magical, in air quotes, quiver full of various different novelty arrows.
They're my friends.
As well as Jimmy, as he's currently going by, according to the card sheet, who seems kind of at first glance to be a pretty average, if fairly loose-moraled human. And so after meeting up with them and kind of escaping some guards from a house that they had sort of they burgled it. I mean, let's not beat around the bush.
Yeah. That might be a good term.
You guys now are just sort of back on the road, and that's exactly where we're going to start here, as you guys kind of are all sort of in the cart when it starts pulling up to these very giant, elaborately constructed city walls.
Yeah, any of you know where we're headed?
We're on our way to the capital, friend.
Capital of what's this place called again? I'm from out in the country, you know. We don't. I know the towns and whatnot, but we're in what's it called again?
We're in the
country land.
Well, the kingdom's Moreldia. I guess Moreldia City? I don't know. People just call it the capital.
Capital of Moreldia.
It sounds important.
Sure is. Big hub of trade. Big, there's a college of all them mage types.
Oh, that's right.
Adventurers Guild. I'm sure that'll interest a lot of you folks.
What's a guild?
Basically, it's a pretty great place. They got them for all kinds of things over there.
They got like a beer guild?
Probably.
Peppa Pig quiz. Do you know Peppa Pig rule?
I don't.
Oh.
Okay.
You got a Peppa Pig guild?
I feel like I definitely heard Anna say Peppa Pig vor, and that kind of sideswiped what I was doing.
You've heard wrong, but carry on.
Okay, so sort of as Radimus is just kind of describing everything, you guys start approaching just this very large, heavy set of looking wooden doors, and your cart is stopped, and you see some guards just kind of come up and just go, "Greetings, greetings, caravan. Can I see some papers, identification?" Which Radimus then sort of produces, and he's like, "All right. Just gonna check inside for a second." And as two pretty heavily armored city guards just kind of come in, just sort of be like, You only reported traveling with 3 people. Why is there 5 in here? Oh, we picked 2 up along the way. I mean, it kind of just happened. I didn't write it down. Well, he's just sort of like looking the 2 of you over, Thorbin and Jimmy.
Sir, I think you'll find that we are reputable traveling types. Yeah, I got my papers right here. I pull out an arrow with a passport on the end of it. I hand it over.
Give me presence ranged for for asserting your trustworthiness with a papers arrow.
Okay, 1 second. Presence ranged. Did I heal up or am I still down to 3?
Oh yeah. You guys
We heal at the end of every session.
Yeah, you guys are all healed.
Unless we're in the middle.
I should have mentioned,
of a fight.
everyone, make sure that you reset your health and your drive. And your dodge if for some reason you hadn't reset it already.
And 1 because I'm healthy, and 2 because eclectic. Is it 2? Or is it just 1 extra?
Let me look at. I'm pretty sure eclectic is just
An additional.
1.
Yeah. Just making sure. Sorry. Tell me back. Oh, nice. Oh. 1 success and 1 joker.
Ooh. Papers are ripped because it's in an arrow.
My traveling documents.
You
I keep on the end of an arrow.
So that was what? That was how many? That was 1 success and 1
success
joker.
and 1 joker. Yeah.
Yeah, you keep copies of most of your identifying documents on arrowheads just to make it easy to send them over. Unfortunately, this is usually kind of done from kind of a distance. And also not to guards who as soon as you start readying a bow and arrow in his direction, the other guard just kind of like grabs you from behind, just sort of like grabs you and just sort of like disarms you. And is now kind of holding you down, just being like, "What do you think you're doing?"
Listen, believe me, it's a perfectly safe method of documental transference.
Amadeus is going to speak up. He's going to roll his eyes and, pardon my traveling cohort, he's a bit of an idiot, but he's not trying to cause you any harm.
All right.
I think I got an idiot certificate in there somewhere, too.
Shut up!
I think you guys, okay, you guys are both trying to talk your way out of this, so let's, can you
trying
both
to help
flip
him.
charm and, yeah, just both of you flip charm and persuasion.
Oh, I get 5. Oh well, at least it wasn't a joker. You too, Thorvin.
Yeah, 1 second, sorry, I was looking at my charm and persuasion spell. I get 1 because I'm healthy, too, right?
Yes, you're still healthy.
There we go.
Okay.
You didn't even need my help.
So that's what, like 3 successes?
You have 1 charm?
Yeah.
Then yeah, 3 successes.
Damn, rest in peace.
Plus,
Did
yeah,
you
3
just
successes.
Yo.
So Amadeus, you sort of describe how like Thorben wasn't threatening him; he was just being an idiot. And Thorben, the way you kind of sort of describe how you also have idiot papers in your bag the guards to believe, yeah, that checks out.
Amadeus does the thing where like he has a headache, rubbing like one of the temples of his head. He just sits back down.
And both the guards kind of unhand you, and just sort of like back up and just be like,
Thank you, gentlemen.
Get on the cart, certified idiot.
Righto.
And my character will introduce himself. Greetings, fellows. Name's Charles. I'm this guy's caretaker. As you can tell, he needs it.
I don't know whether or not I should start making you flip lying to introduce yourself.
That's fair.
It's getting a little confusing for us, you know.
I mean, in a sense, usually he's lying anyways.
That'd be a lot of cards I'd make you burn very often, so I think I'm not going to do that. But
they would know.
Yeah. You say, okay, so the guard is just kind of like, all right, very well, Charles. That's more than enough. All right, we're gonna let everyone in, including the new undocumented additions, but try not to cause any try to keep to yourselves in there. We don't need any more troublemakers in the city.
Are you having problems with troublemakers lately, officer?
We're adventurers.
Oh, I'm so good at Twilight.
Oh, it's those damn whatever the hell they call themselves. Arcana somethings. The ones in the robes. They like to cause they're really causing a lot more problems than ever as of late. Normally they're just a nuisance, but recently they're vandalism, petty theft, starting fights in the taverns, you name it. Seems like half the times we get called out anywhere, it's to pull them away from something. Wish they'd just take up jobs at the college like self-respecting mages.
Is there anyone else we should be aware of? Any dangerous individual?
Listen, you know what? Just let us handle the dangerous individuals, citizen.
Fair enough. Amadeus goes back to reading.
Well, there'll be nothing to handle here, officers. Yeah, I give them a salute.
Give me just presence.
Radamus, stop moving the cart. As Thorben is driving. I mean, as Thorben is saluting.
You just kind of the guard just sort of nods at your statement as if to sort of be like, okay, I'm done with this. I'm done with this conversation.
Sit down, you.
Yeah, keep it down, you.
You.
Who?
You. Sit down, Thorben.
All right. So Radamus starts the cart back up, and you guys enter into the capital city. Hold on, I had something queued up for that. Just like just a very kind of like just really like almost like assaultingly like just like grandiose city here in the beginning. It's there's more buildings packed into this one spot than Amadeus, you and Pikachu. You guys probably saw in all of Connington. It's just this sort of like massive, bustling metropolitan hub.
This does feel more familiar from back home, though. Amadeus will kind of comment.
Kind of looking around, like checking out billboards and stuff.
Billboards.
What's a Coca-Cola?
Great, now Coca-Cola exists in this universe.
But it's still served like in a mead glass.
Yeah.
Naturally.
So as you guys kind of enter the, as you guys sort of make your way through, and Radimus kind of pulls up and sort of like docks the cart at just sort of a, just a place with a bunch of other, a stable, I guess. I don't know where you park a cart.
Yeah, stable. Probably.
Sure.
Side of the road.
Let's call it a stable. He just sort of pulls the cart in there, and it's kind of like, well, looks like we're here.
Thanks for the ride.
Thanks, Radimus.
Yeah, thanks, Radimus.
Hey, anytime, fellas. I mean, hell, I think this one went pretty well. I didn't even get anything blasted off of me this time.
Fair enough.
We'll work on that.
What?
Don't worry about it.
Sebastina, are you heading to the Mages Guild?
Ah, yes, of course. I almost forgot. Ah, I was so entranced with my research, I almost forgot. We simply must get your friend, which one was it again?
Excuse me. So
She beckons to you, Charles, and goes, "Oh, I'm sorry. I'm terribly sorry. I've already forgotten. What was your name again?"
Awkward.
He said Charles. Pay attention, Zell.
Why take off
You're the one
my-
that's changing the names
Why
all the
taking off
time.
my ring?
Yes.
Why taking off my ring?
So even if you change your name, I'm still gonna refer to you by your character name, even if you change it every 5 seconds. So you gotta keep
Yeah, no,
track.
I just missed what you said.
Oh, yeah, so basically, Celestina just sort of said that she's trying to talk to you, but she forgot your name, so she asked what it was.
We'll stick with Charles.
Is that what you say?
Well then, Charles. All right. Well then, Charles. We simply must get that that artifact, that crystal artifact that you and your colleague procured over to the head of Void Research at the college. He'll be truly fascinated to see it, I think.
Sebastina, you are also going to help me reconnect with the Mages Guild from my own continent, since I've been stranded here, right?
Yes, that sounds like something I would have said I would do.
Well, hopefully these mages are a bit more benevolent with their compensation, if you will.
Oh, I'm sure you'll be compensated greatly. After all, we've got a wealth of knowledge at the college.
What are the mages compensating for?
Can we just go to the guild already?
So,
I'm gonna go get a drink, dude, while they're going to the guild. I'm parched, long journey and whatnot.
all right.
I'm with you on that, brother.
Yeah, I'll go with Pikachu to the, some sort of ale house.
All right. Okay, so that'll be Jimmy and Charles and Amadeus going to the college, and Thorbin and Pikachu hitting up a quick tavern, getting their tav on.
Hell yeah. That's what it's all about.
Okay, so we'll do these one step at a time. We'll do these one step at a time, I think. Let's go to the college first.
Okey-dokey.
So Charles and Amadeus, you two, sort of after like a fairly long walk, you guys make it to just this like very ornate looking building, just with just this like big sort of like spire coming out of it. It is this place couldn't look any more magical if they were trying.
Finally, some
Certainly looks
familiar
the part.
decor. I feel more at ease here.
It's certainly nice to be back myself. I enjoyed Connington, but, well, really nothing beats the amenities here.
Reminds me of when I was learning back home.
Come, let's come in. You guys sort of, you enter the halls, and sort of inside, you see a lot of people sort of milling about, just sort of like very sort of hurriedly and frantically going from like one area to another.
Does Charles notice that some of their wardrobe resembles Amadeus's?
We could see.
Yeah. Let's say wit. Let's say wit is whether or not he notices.
Some raw wit.
Oh well.
He's kind of just too enamored with the kind of just overall just magical vibes.
Well, eyeing the size of their pockets.
Yeah. Yeah, what little he notices of the actual residents' outfits is kind of just in the coin purse area. Celestina just sort of like talks with someone at a counter briefly, and then gestures you both into just sort of this like crystalline platform. Come on, you two. It's right this way.
All right. Lead the way.
So, as you two both step on, Celestina kind of just sort of, she just sort of takes up her hand and kind of like, it just begins to kind of like glow for a bit. And then pretty soon you guys are sort of, like, Amadeus and Charles, your vision just sort of goes white. And then almost in an instant, it sort of regains color. And you find yourself in just a sort of very kind of like a very dimly lit sort of study that seems to be in actually like a pretty sad state. There's sort of like books strewn all over the floor, like some of the tables are like broken. There seems to be damage onto a lot of the bookshelves. Well, here we... Celestina kind of looks around. Huh. This place looked a lot cleaner.
Or did you just never notice in the midst of your study?
That's quite possible. And, do you guys want to take a look around?
Sure. Just.
I'll see if I can find Professor Legras. You all, I suppose, just make yourself comfortable.
Amadeus is gonna look for a new book to read, like just to parse through while he's waiting. Is there anything that would catch his eye and his interests?
I mean, let's flip wit investigation and find out.
I 7.
Nice.
2
7.
successes.
Actually, 2 7s,
There are 2 7s.
2
Damn.
successes.
2 6s.
Please.
That's exactly it.
Come on. Let me just flip my cards, people.
No! So, you start scanning the kind of, you begin scanning some of the less damaged bookshelves, and you find just sort of a lot of just tomes of, well, I mean, if there was any worry that you were in the wrong room, it is pretty easily assuaged when you find just all tomes on just sort of void magic and its history and applications, and kind of just sort of like channeling it.
He's just gonna read through, like, he's just gonna sort of pick a page at random and just start reading through it, because while he's not studying void magic, he's interested in it, even if he dislikes it.
Okay, so you pick a book off the shelf, and you begin to open it to try and like parse through it, and before you're really able to get anything, you're sort of startled by a voice behind you just immediately going, "Ah, yes, that one's very interesting."
Nix will turn around, and his what is it? His grimoire is already like floating right next to him, and his hand's got electricity coursing through it.
You see just like a very sort of tall but very kind of pale and gaunt man in just sort of like a black robe. His eyes look pretty sunken in, and he's just sort of like staring at you with like a fairly blank expression. Just goes,
"Oh, my apologies."
"Ah, none.
These mage types sure know how to greet people.
No apologies needed. I am used to that at this point." You hear from the other side of the room as she kind of heads over, Celestina just sort of come over and just go, "Ah, Lagras, there you are." "Oh, hello, Celestina. Are these new students?" No. They're, well, let's call them research assistants. I'm very excited to have them meet you. We have this excellent artifact, and I have to stop you there. I'm a little bit too busy sorting through the damages. As you can see, the void magic hall was rather ransacked.
What? If you don't mind me asking, sir.
I wish I knew. I didn't see them myself.
Under his breath, Charles was just gonna say, "Must be valuable."
Probably those hooligans in the robes. What did they call themselves? Arcanoclasts?
What?
Either way, as I'm sure you can tell, I'm devastated at the loss.
That's the second time I've heard that word. Is there a crime trouble currently in the capital with these Arcanoclasts?
They weren't always trouble, I suppose. I only really started hearing about them just recently. But, well, I guess this is what I get for not paying attention to the news.
Oh, it's making my arm tingle. Keep doing it.
Do you have any idea what any of them might look like? I'm traveling with a fairly capable group of adventurers, including myself. If we could keep an eye out, I'm sure we could send word if we saw something.
Thank you.
Black robes, magic.
Are you spinning more me?
The kind of
Alright,
stuff you'd expect, I
Go back
suppose.
to lunch.
Although this work seems like more the work of a rogue than a mage. It's very, very thorough.
He just sort of looks around, just... Yeah, that's a word for it.
Oh, sorry.
Oh no, you can continue.
Amadeus kind of awkwardly puts his hand out. Ironically, the same one that was just charged with electricity a few minutes ago. And says, "Oh, by the way, my name is Amadeus. I am from the Arcania, division, sort of a outpost of the Mages Guild, back in the continent of Alzalia."
The one of the sleeves of his robe that was sort of just hanging limply at the side before, kind of just sort of like raises up very slowly, and out from it you can see sort of like a purple void magic hand form and start to shake yours. It's ice cold, but it's not like harming you in any way by being in contact with it. Remy Lagrasse, I am the head of void magic research here.
Oh, is this your office then?
He sort of looks around before saying it, just as if to be like, "Huh? Do I want to say this is my office?" But then just goes, "Yes, this is where I conduct most of my research and experiments."
Oh, Amadeus was immediately going to hand back the book. I apologize. While we were waiting for Celestina, I was thumbing through one of these books that seemed less worse for wear.
Yes, I saw. He says as he sort of takes the book back. Well, anyway, enjoy your stay, I suppose. And really, if you find any leads on, well, I guess who could have done this since you offered, it would be greatly appreciated.
Of course.
All right, I'm gonna say, as that kind of finishes up there, and you guys sort of like continue, you can say you guys are gonna continue to like talk with him a little bit more. But I want to cut over to just sort of like another end of the city, a different area of the city. As Pikachu and Thorben are just kind of still sort of looking around, trying to find a tavern sort of among the large and chaotic city.
These people have to drink somewhere.
Thorben, my feet are aching. We need to find a place ASAP.
I need my gamer fuel.
Let's try asking one of these guys. I guess we go up to a random pedestrian and ask him where the closest bar is.
All right, you approach a pretty sharply dressed gentleman.
Are you sure about this guy? He looks rich.
He might send us to the high-end places, but let's see.
Let's see. Excuse me?
What was that? Oh, he kind of looks at the two of you and just goes, hello. He takes like a step back before he goes, "What can I help you two gentlemen with?"
As you might be able to tell, we're out of town, and we wanted to know where the closest tavern is.
Oh, out of town? You don't say. Well. He kind of looks around as if he's like waiting for someone to like save him from this awkward situation. But when no one comes, he just goes, "Well, you two seem like you have pretty discerning palates. I'd recommend the Thirsty Goblin. It's over a couple. It's over a couple ways that way. You can't miss it. It's got a big sign.
There's a lot of big signs here, but we'll look out for it.
Just look for the one with the Look for the one that has the goblin with the tankard of ale. You doesn't have any words on it either.
I smile at the man.
And not that I'm saying you two can't read. I'm sure you can.
I smile at the man. I draw an arrow that has a small piece of paper attached to it that says "Thank you," and I shoot it at the wall next to him.
Let's call that one. Let's call that one charm ranged.
Classic.
This is a thank you arrow. Ooh.
You prepare a thank you arrow, but by the time you're ready to shoot it, the man has very much left.
Man, Thorben, what was that guy's problem?
I don't know what's wrong with him. He seemed kind of sketchy. We should get out of this part of town.
Alright, let's have a look.
I take the thank you note off the end of the arrow and I put it on my shirt. Just in case we see him again.
Can I get wit and either streetwise or investigation from both of you?
Okay, I don't have either of those, so.
Oh no, wait, I just pulled from Thorben's deck by accident.
God damn it.
Oh, sweet.
Oh, well, wit, streetwise. Okay, so I wouldn't have gotten this 6.
No, you could just. No, you could. No, just pull from Pikachu's desk. Pikachu's deck.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's a great idea.
Don't need to make it more complicated than it actually is, guys.
Oh, 2 successes.
Okay. So, 2 successes and 1 joker from Pikachu. I am gonna say...
That means both jokers are out of my deck now.
Sure does.
Okay. I think... Alright. I think I know exactly how to do this. So, you guys... So, Thorben, you leading the way, you guys find the bar, like... You guys find the bar pretty immediately. Just like the guy described. It's basically, it's just sort of like a very kind of shabby, rundown building with a big painted sign of like a goblin drinking a beer on it.
Now this looks like our kind of place.
And, it was Pikachu who flipped the Joker, right?
Yeah.
Pikachu flipped my Joker.
Alright, so as you guys approach, you can hear just like a really loud commotion coming from inside. And, Pikachu, take 2 damage as the body of a fairly large man flies out of the tavern doors and collides with you.
Whoa!
I push the guy with my body, stand back up, and go, Thorben, this place is perfect.
Let's head on in. I walk to the doors. Can I see who threw the guy?
You can see basically, you don't know exactly who threw the guy yet, but in the, sort of, in the middle of the bar, kind of like, just sort of like surrounded by a lot of people sort of cheering them on, seems to be, there's there's three kind of like very sort of like hardened adventurer types in the middle. Two humans and two of them human and one of them a dwarf. And then sort of on the other sort of side is just these three dudes. They're just sort of in like, they're dressed head to toe in these robes that would otherwise be pitch black, but are kind of accented with these just sort of like painted on looking purple symbols. And they're all just, and basically it's just sort of like, it's just basically just a slugfest of just like these two just sort of beating the hell out of each other, while the men in robes every now and again are able to muster up a spell and sort of sling it into the melee.
I guess it's some sort of costume place they got going on here. Pretty weird. I walk up to the bar. Is the bartender still behind the bar?
The bartender's just sort of slouched up like against the wall behind the bar, just kind of watching it happen.
Hey bartender,
She's like sort of like a she's like a darker skinned, a bit more heavy set woman in just sort of like a very casual barkeeper outfit. Sorry, I cut you off, Pikachu.
Hey bartender, where's the security?
Out here? More trouble than it's worth. You know, eventually one side will knock the other out, and then I'll just kick out the winners.
Hey, if you give us free drinks, we can get them out of your hair right now.
Hell, I'll take that.
All right, I'm gonna fire my net arrow. Boom. I'm gonna get them all in the net arrow.
Would that be a survival?
I think that's ranged survival.
Oh, all right. Hell yeah.
What do I do with Yoshi after I get to this room?
I don't know if I ever did.
One success.
All right. I'm gonna say you can net one person. I'll let you decide on. Well, actually, you know what? No, we have a very easy way out of this. One success is enough to is enough to capture a dwarf in a net arrow.
I'm gonna try and shock some of the mage guys. Subdue them.
Okay. Give me brawn and force magic.
What's your
Yeah, he's got a max charm, doesn't he?
Yeah, that's like 5 successes, I think.
5, yeah.
Wait, you know what? Hold on, just 1 second. We need a more fitting track for this.
Is that 5? Isn't it like 2 times your charm though?
No, it's equal to your charm plus 1.
Oh, okay. So 6 successes. Wait.
No,
Max
I
charm.
have 4 charm, so it's 5 successes.
Okay. Still a lot of successes. Like
Yeah, my
5.
crits are strong in this one.
Yeah, Pikachu has max charms. So he has huge crits.
Yes.
All right. So how was that? How it was 1 crit and how many successes?
Just
no other, just a crit.
1 crit. Yeah.
All right. And you were aiming at one of the mages?
Yeah.
A mage is sent flying out of the bar the same way the guy who hit you was.
Does it hit somebody? Does it hit somebody?
nobody else in the bar itself, but it does sort of. Well, I mean, nobody else like in like the fight, but it does just sort of collide with the. It just sort of it just sort of collides with some people on the way out in the bar before it's like thrown out.
Some other small yellow person is walking by, and then hit by a body.
And I'm gonna say that you two are now both in combat.
Let's go.
So, okay. Let's take this from the bros deck. Let's say this deck is the mages, this deck is the adventurers. The mages are going to go first, which is... Oh, I might put it there. Which is fitting, because they just saw Pikachu just, like, lightning bolt the hell out of someone.
I'd want to act quickly, too.
Okay, and... That's one... One of the mages kind of like, he just sort of like swings his head in the direction of you two and just goes, "Oh man, what the hell? Why are all these adventurers fucking messing with us?" Whatever, man. You like lightning? Here, take some fucking lightning, bro. And Pikachu, you're gonna the two mages both sort of fire lightning at both you and I'm gonna say Torben and Pikachu. Both of you have 2 damage coming your way, dodgeable.
I'm dodging it right out the way.
All right, Pikachu, you are surprised to find that this electricity is still pretty effective against you.
You all right, Pikachu?
I'm doing good. Get these clowns out of here.
What?
I'm thirsting, and these guys are in the way of my drink.
Okay, what are you guys' it's been so long, and Brown is new. What are your guys' initiatives?
Mine's 3.
Okay,
2.
so yours... Okay. I'm gonna... Alright, Pikachu, just flip 1 card for me. Brown, you're up. I'm gonna see if Pikachu is faster than... Just barely not faster than the adventurer side of this brawl. That is still also mad at you guys because you did snag one of their members in a net.
Listen, there's a lot on the line here.
Alright, Thorben, you're up.
Okay, so right now we got 1 out of the bar. 1's currently netted on the ground.
Yes.
I need to get these guys out of here. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
Okay, I'm going to I'm going to attempt to fire an arrow that will magically push one of them out of the bar.
Okay, I guess that's ranged and force magic.
I call this push arrow? Huh?
So I forgot, was this towards the mages or the adventurers?
Ooh, I think I'm gonna do it towards the adventurers. One of the adventurers.
All right. I'm guess so as a
They seem tougher, you know.
yeah, as a sort of like fairly bulky adventurer comes barreling towards you with a sword raised, you just sort of attach an arrow that just sort of has like a kind of like rune on it, and fire it forward, and it collides with his chest, and then suddenly just sort of just this like burst just sends this guy flying out of the bar.
2 down.
As his friend is gonna hey, what the hell was that?
So, I'm Thorben Stringley. This is my fantastic magical quiver, TM.
So he's also gonna raise an axe and attempt to rush at you, but sort of as he does, just sort of like vines spring up from the floor and sort of like trip him. And you guys turn over to see one of the mages just like casting a spell at him and just sort of. Again, I guess they don't really have a dog in this fight. They're just sort of fighting. Just being like, haha, yeah, take that, man. Tripping Vine. Do you guys like that name, Tripping Vine? I'm workshopping it.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. It works. It kind of like describes what it's doing.
Yeah, that was what I thought.
Yeah, I'm sort of on a similar naming scheme these days. Maybe we could exchange notes after the fight.
No, I think that's a good idea, man. You guys seem like you know your stuff.
Yeah, could you get out of the bar?
Oh, I can't. It's out of turn order, but I can't resist. Give me Charm Persuasion.
Okay, that's like 3 cards. No.
You could hero point. Or drive.
Oh,
yeah, you do have hero points in drive.
I'm gonna use drive. I'm gonna keep using drive. This is important to me.
Driving.
How much hero points do I have?
You have
4?
Well, either way, you can only use 1 per action.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll just use 1. So 1 success.
Actually, you can
card.
flip an hero
It's
points
2
are 2
cards.
are 2 flips.
Oh. Yeah, it's 1 success.
Worth a shot.
Worth all the shots.
Video play.
With 1 success, you guys just kind of like, what, dude? The fight like just started. What are you talking about?
Yeah, you're right. You got to try more of those, moves out, naming them and stuff. I get it.
Oh, wait till you see my next one. I got a sick name for it.
Oh, okay. I'm like readying up now. I'm pretty hyped about the fight.
All right, it is now your turn, Pikachu.
So who's left in the fight? There's a dwarf in a net, 1 adventurer.
So there's a dwarf in a net. There's 1 adventurer who's kind of just like face first on the ground, trying to pick himself back up. And then there's sort of the 2 mages there's the 2 kind of very gaudy robed mages that are currently doing just a sick high five routine.
I'm just gonna blast the adventurer who just got hit with the tripping vine.
Oh.
All right, give me Brawn and Force Magic.
A 3.
You get him pretty fucking good with that. He's still he's still kind of like standing, but he's sort of swaying there. He looks like he's still in the fight, but he's not doing so hot.
How's the dwarf in the net doing?
Let's see. I actually need to flip for him.
I'm just like imagining this dwarf and a net.
He's trying to fight his way out with very little success.
Is it funny?
It's a bit, I mean, in a sick kind of way, in a very kind of like jackass kind of way, yes.
Nice.
I forget what was the guy from Jackass named? Was it Little Man?
Wee Man.
Wee Man. That was
I was thinking about that. We put Wee Man in a net.
It's very a picture of Wee Man with like a cool beard and a horned helmet.
yeah. In a net.
Trying to fight his way out of like a net that's just like tangled up his arms.
Oh man.
All right, and it's gonna be one of the mages' turns now. Yo, Brown, odds or evens?
Odds, dude.
All right. The mage you were talking to, Brown, just goes, "Hey, dude, check this one out. I call it, He starts sort of like swirling some ice magic in his hand. I call it, Frozen Ball. And he chucks it at the adventurer and just sort of beans him in the side of the head with a ball of ice. And this dude is now he is now unconscious.
Wow,
I decided since you got at least one success, I'd give you a chance to see if he would attack the other guy next turn.
Nice. That's yeah, that one's might need a little bit of workshopping, but I think you're on the right track. You know, you've got the spirit, kid.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Hey, tomorrow is fall.
Yeah.
So, I will say. So before the other mage attack, I will say the other mage is kind of just like, sort of just looking around, not sure whether or not he wants to like continue the fight now, because he does see that his friend has kind of formed a rapport with you guys. Does anybody want to? I think could both of you flip like straight charm?
Oh god.
I feel like this is the second time this has happened. Actually, wait.
Well, Pikachu technically stacked his deck with another Joker.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I got an anti-joke for this.
Oh,
Just, he
Are you
doesn't.
the anti-Joker, though?
He doesn't. I am the anti-joker.
yeah, he is. Wait, actually,
Alright.
let me. I
think we
think he
decided.
is. Let me double check the pin.
I think we did give it to him because he hasn't had it
Okay.
yet.
Alright, just making sure.
Yeah, I didn't use it
True.
last time.
Yes,
and you
he
guys
is
said
the
I could
anti.
keep it.
Yes, he is the anti-Joker.
Alright, sweet.
You don't deserve that one. You don't deserve that one.
That is a very selfless anti-Joker. The guy just kind of the other mage just sort of shrugs his shoulders and is like, okay. And that is going to end the combat.
I'm gonna take out like an arrow, but like it's just kind of attached to the handle of a snow shovel. I'm just gonna like push the unconscious guy and the netted dwarf out the door.
Wait, so what kind of arrow?
It's a snow shovel arrow.
A snow shovel arrow.
Yeah.
A snow shovel is in most contexts a melee weapon. So let's say
would just
ranged
think so.
melee. Also, I definitely just said context is.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Okay, so yeah, just
melee,
2 successes.
And then just the rest of your cards.
Yeah, and then just reshuffle and flip the difference.
So 4
okay.
successes.
God damn.
He's
Okay.
shoveling.
Well,
How to get them drinks?
You sort of shoot an arrow with you shoot a sort of like an arrow with like a magically propelled shovel at the end of it, and it just sort of slides around the ground, picking up the unconscious man. And the dwarf, who finally frees himself from the net just to be carried out of the bar.
It must be really painful for the dwarf of all creatures to be hustled out of the bar.
The poor dwarf.
I like look at everybody in the bar and I'll be like, "You'll see this 2021, jackass. See you in theaters." I'm sorry.
Okay, give me 1 quick second. I just gotta do something. I'll be back in like 1 minute.
That was I think that was fairly successful.
Yeah, that was a great combat.
Nothing really went wrong, you know. We probably didn't cause too much property damage.
We did side with the mages, which have been causing trouble, but it'll be fine.
I don't know if we really sided with the mages so much as, talked them down from their dramatic streak. You know, we got them to leave at the very least.
Yeah.
This is unironically a perfect song for the inside of this bar.
It is very taverny.
Alright. So I'm gonna say, just because there's not too much more to do at the Mages College, I'm gonna say the party members that were there, unless one of you wanted to stay there, are gonna start like heading into the bar.
Hey, does the bar sell postcards?
Does the bar sell postcards? Hold on. Ugh. Hold on. I got a hero point yesterday. Last session.
It's true.
The bar does sell postcards.
Nice. Okay, well then I know how they found the bar. Okay, because of course I grabbed the postcard from the bar. Oh wait, can I have this for free though, ma'am, lady? This postcard, I need it for important adventure business.
I mean, you said free drinks.
Do I have any money, Dingle?
Let's I don't know if you do, but I know that Pikachu does. I don't know how we.
I can't remember the money system, but
I can't remember the money either.
It was just 100 per tier.
Yeah, I think we just did like generic. I think we just did like D&D money.
Silver, gold. Well, not Electrum, because Electrum's retarded.
What the fuck is Electrum? I've never even.
Electrum
Yeah,
is
that's what everybody says.
Electrum is between gold and platinum, and it is a useless addition to the currency system. And most games that I've played, they drop Electrum, and it's just copper, silver, gold, and platinum is the highest.
Yeah, that's retarded.
I was just making a joke because that's how it is in most fantasy stuff. Also,
I don't know if this is giving you guys way too much money. Want to just say that all 4 of you have 5 gold on you?
I give her a gold
Dingle
piece for the.
Since you asked, Amadeus stayed at the college.
Okay.
He is going to try and make contact with his guild, his branch of the Mages Guild, and he probably told Charles to say to Pikachu that he's not like leaving the party forever, but he's got some personal stuff to figure out. So he's
But
telling Charles that to tell Pikachu. So neither Thorben or Pikachu have heard it yet, so don't comment on it yet.
Yeah.
Dude, but the only reason Charles knows where we're at, okay, is because I'm gonna give a gold piece to this bartender, and I'm gonna grab a postcard. And I'm gonna write to Amadeus. I'm gonna shoot it at the university.
Give me ranged streetwise for a directions arrow.
Okay. Two successes.
I'll give it to you for 2 successes. You just sort of you grab the postcard. You hand the gold piece to the bartender and just sort of grab the postcard, quickly write like to Amadeus and insert insert name here. And you just sort of
wink.
Yeah, you do include a wink. And you just sort of run outside very quickly. And you just sort of shoot it. And then you head back inside. And
nice.
Several minutes later, Charles sort of like Charles enters the bar. Also, hold on 1 second.
Did you get my arrow?
As it so happens.
My postcard.
I did. Oh,
wait, we got the postcard? We got the postcard?
He got 2 successes. I'll say that's enough.
So wait, what happened? Did it fly through a window or something?
The way I imagined it was Charles was just walking out, trying to figure like, how am I gonna find these?
Yeah, I like that. Charles he's just like standing outside, just being like, well, where the hell am I gonna find the one bar they went to in the city?
Amadeus is if I can get a bit in, Amadeus is gonna walk Charles out to the front, relay him that, and just say, kind of like in actually your tone, like, so yeah, just tell Pikachu and Thorben that I just have some things to work out, and keep an eye on Pikachu, okay?
Sure. It doesn't clear your debt, but I'll do this for you as a favor.
Just please, make sure everyone's okay when I get back. And he's gonna put like a pat his shoulder, like in a polite way. He's gonna walk back into the guild hall. He is gonna look somewhat kind of sad about it too.
All right.
What about that? Yeah, Charles will make his way back.
Okay. So a few minutes go by. Pikachu and Thorben, you two are enjoying your drinks. When Charles, you just sort of walk in. The bar to you, Charles, just kind of like you're sort of looking around. It's looks pretty calm, but it's very, very obvious that there was like just a fight here maybe like minutes ago. And also you did pass a dwarf angrily stomping on a net while you walked in.
Clearly, you guys were having some fun while I was gone.
Hey, did you bring that postcard with you?
How could I not? It's
You mind if I get it back? I feel like it's served
sure.
use,
He'll hand it back.
All right.
I'm gonna turn to the bartender. I'm gonna hand it to her. I'm gonna say, "Can I have my gold back now, please?"
The bartender is gonna give you the 99 silver change, that for the and go. Nah, you shoot it, you bought it, kid.
I give it back to Charles with a wink.
All right,
Really,
Charles,
really suckered her out of that one.
Charles, you can add a thirsty goblin postcard to your inventory, to your non-useful items.
Will do. I respect the hustle.
So the bartender like pours a couple more drinks for some patrons, and then just sort of leans over the bar kind of towards you guys and just kind of like, now, I definitely would have remembered ever seeing you guys before. Y'all new in town?
Sir.
Well, you must have a knack. Well, then you must have a knack for you must have a knack for sniffing out the shittiest dives in the city. I gotta respect that.
We were actually recommended this establishment by a very well-dressed man a few blocks down.
What an asshole. Anyway, you're here now and you solved me a problem, so I'll give you a couple rounds on the house. Anyway, so what brings you here? I mean, not here. I know you're here to get drunk, but the city.
I've heard that here, in this capital of country, is the meanest and the greenest, the gamer fuel. Pour me a cup of that dew, ma'am, if you would.
Coca-Cola and the Mountain Dew now canonically exists.
I saw many advertisements for it on my way into this fine establishment. I want it mean and green. And tasty. Please. How much do you have, actually? I'm willing to buy. I'm looking for large amounts. Preferably in cans. It's for a new arrow I'm working on.
Okay. Fuck. Yeah, you know what? Yes, and she produces like a pretty large wooden barrel, and she's like, "Oh, this crap. About time someone came in here and bought it." You know, they don't they don't even put booze in this swill.
Listen, ma'am, what you have here is is an alchemical concoction known for its properties of great energy and power. I will use it to make this adventuring team the strongest in the land.
The only properties I care about in alchemic concoctions is getting me drunk and making me money, and this has done none of it. So sure, I'll let it go for, let's say, $1.50 gold.
A gold? What about the free drink price? Could you cut a little bit of that off? I'm hard on cash. You know how it is for us adventuring types.
Give me charm persuasion.
Fuck.
I'd like to say, he's bartering for the Mountain Dew keg.
Hold on. We'll call it Dew of the Mountain.
Dew of the Mountain. Yeah.
Legally distinct.
Exactly.
Charles will relay Amadeus' message that he's going to be hanging back at the college, and that you look kind of down for some reason. But
did he tell you what was up?
I don't know. We met this void dude.
A void dude.
Yeah.
We met some void dudes.
He said he'll be back, but I don't know. Guess he got some business to attend to. And,
does he know we're hanging out here? Or do we have to meet him at the college?
Yeah, he got the message.
All right.
All right.
Okay, so
But,
you got one success, Brown.
Mhm.
The bartender just sort of is like, how about this? How about a gold 50, and I'll even throw in your free drinks.
Fuck. I hand her, fuck. Okay, I give her a gold and 50. I give her a gold and 49 silver. It's a lot of coins, Dingle.
It is a lot of coins. Give me intelligence sneaking to try and short her.
Okay, 1 second.
I mean, you gotta remember, you're buying a whole barrel of the stuff.
Yeah, I know. It's because she gave me 99 silver back, so, I kind of want to get an even number.
I mean, it's a very low amount you're shorting her, so I think...
Oh, fuck.
Ooh.
She is the type to immediately count coin as soon as it crosses her hands. And she notices, oh, you wanted to keep it even, I'm guessing, right?
Whatsoever do you mean?
Well, don't worry. I can totally oblige you. How about a gold 99? There, then you're perfectly even.
What? Fuck.
Out of character, just make a decision already.
You're lucky this here juice is particularly valuable to my craft. I hand over the other 50.
All right. So, Brown, you can remove 1 gold and 99 silver, and you can add, we'll say, non-useful items for now, because I can't think of a stat boost it could possibly give. But for now,
I'm gonna start filling up syringe arrows with Mountain Dew, or Dew of the Mountain, rather.
If only there's a poison skill.
I'm gonna say, because he's kind of since he's sort of making arrows out of them, I'll say intelligence and engineering.
1 second.
I'm gonna ask the bartender for what she recommends as part of my free drinks.
Well, I mean, we got the cheap stuff, and we got cheap stuff, and we got strong stuff. Since you're getting them for free, I'm guessing you want the strong stuff.
Sure thing.
Did I hear free?
It's Charles, our good buddy.
She sort of looks. She looks at you, Charles, and goes, "No, I'm pretty sure he heard free."
No, Charles is our friend. He was outside helping clean up some of the guys that got kicked out by us.
Flip charm persuasion as she sort of crosses her arms. She sort of crosses her arms, not ready to give another person free drinks.
And Brown got 2 successes and a joker.
Yes, he's.
Oh. The classic 2 and a joker.
Speaking of.
Jesus. Okay.
We've had a lot of 2 in the jokers today.
A lot. It's really kind of the flip of the night. She kind of goes, mm-hmm. And before she pours your drink, Pikachu, she switches it to the other tap and starts pouring. And for Brown, I'm going to say for 2 successes and a joker, I'm going to say you are going to make 2... You can add 2 syringe arrows with Dew of the Mountain to your useful items.
I spilled a lot of it.
You are gonna spill the rest of it on the
floor. Fuck.
The bartender looks mad for a second, and then she kind of realizes that it's definitely not gonna cost her nearly 2 gold to clean it up. So she kind of just, goes to serve somebody else without saying anything.
Don't worry, ma'am. That floor will be dancing by itself for the next few weeks. That's some powerful stuff.
I'm gonna say that the syringe arrows. I'm gonna say that when you use them, I'm gonna say they don't do any damage on their own, but they will inject. But they'll sort of inject the target with the Dew of the Mountain.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to say it's going to be administered in this way. It's going to be highly poisonous, and it's going to constantly tick their health down by 1 until they're able to kind of purge it from their system. So I think those are going to be that's just going to be like a standard ranged flip. Just let me know if you're using those specific arrows.
I got you.
All right. Now, sort of, as you guys take a while and you start kind of like enjoying your drinks. And then you start hearing like a really loud commotion outside. Like, just like the sound of like, just like a lot of armored. You sound like the sound of like guards running and the sound of like spells being cast. It seems like not too far from here, there's something really big going down.
I hurriedly down my drink and head out the door.
I guess we're going after him, huh?
Yeah, I gather up my dew arrows and I say it's time to do this. And I wink and I start running.
Oh man, is this the session where we instate flip for catchphrase? I feel like with Zell and Brown, we're gonna need to start flipping for catchphrase.
Perhaps.
How
Do I need to flip for my catchphrase?
Basically, it's something that a podcast I listen to that uses this system. The DM it's become a running joke, the flip for catchphrase, where basically whenever anyone says a catchphrase, they flip charm perform to see how well the people in the immediate vicinity react to it.
Yeah, definitely we need that.
Okay. All right. It's the genie's out of the genie's out of the bottle.
Don't worry, you'll do better next time.
There you go. Now you got to do it too.
Ooh.
Charles about to fucking.
Charles about to go the fuck off.
Oh my.
Go off.
Thorben loves it. Everyone else hates it.
Yeah. Thorben, you're like very oh man, that was a great one.
That kicked ass. That
Meanwhile,
was sweet. Mine was pretty shit. Yours was nice.
Meanwhile, everyone else is staring daggers at you, Charles. Especially the bartender, who, between trying to get a free drink and this, is probably going to be a harder person for you to talk to than normal now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was real good. I pat him on the back, start walking out the door. That was really good. They must have loved that one.
Okay, so you guys start. So you guys start heading out the door and sort of heading to the source of the noise. And it ends up leading you just to sort of this. Okay. So it ends up leading you just to this sort of like. Eventually, you guys make it to sort of like this sort of back alley, where you see a handful of guards just sort of crowded around a very sharply dressed but pretty like intimidating looking guy. And you guys sort of take a moment to just sort of watch as the person you're watching, sort of that's surrounded by guards, kind of takes a moment to sort of like ready a void magic spell. And he sort of just like throws a void magic, and he sort of like some void magic into the air, and in sort of like this plume of smoke and just like dark energy, it forms into like another being almost behind him, like almost like he's like summoned something from the void. And you just see this like silhouette solidify into this very sort of like court jester looking demonic figure that just sort of like stands behind the stranger.
Well, that's frightening.
Look at this guy. Isn't he just a bundle of fun? What a jokester.
All right. Dagonet. Let's let loose on him!
Alright. Forget how I wanted this to work. But let's say... I think it's more engaging to say, Cynical, you're in combat right now. Nobody, if people want to join in as this is going, they can. But right now, you're in combat, and I forget what your initiative is, but you're gonna go first before 3. Yeah, let's say guards are 3 initiative, so take your flip.
This sharply dressed rogue is going to snap his fingers, and the figure behind him, the gesture figure behind him, is going to do a bit of like a magical motion, and in one of the figure's hand, and one of the rogue's hand, is going to what the players would see as like a void magic made like construct of a modern handgun, but no one in this fantasy setting would probably know what that is. Like, it looks like a modern handgun.
I thought it was a hand.
Thorben.
I thought it was a hand crossbow the way you described it.
Oh, I thought we changed that because it wasn't going to be a real crossbow.
Oh no, I think we just changed it to say that you were going to flip it with void magic, so you didn't need a range.
Okay, then yeah, it's like a hand crossbow, but it's made out of like translucent purple magic.
Oh, by the way, now that we're introducing this guy, could you post your character sheet? Because I absolutely forget what your stats are.
Sure.
So wait, what's happening right now?
Where'd you go? Did you drop? Did you leave Minute's Edge?
No, I just don't know what's going on.
This new character is in combat.
Okay, so that's you. Okay.
There's a new character. Okay.
Shit.
And he's gonna shoot at one of the guards.
All right. Give me. I think agility and void magic. Oh, also, at some point, you need to give yourself a second ultimate. I did not realize you hadn't done that yet.
I couldn't think in time, but 3 successes.
All right, so you are gonna sort of just send like a bolt of void magic, just like right into the, just sort of like it clears right into the armor of the middlemost guard, who just sort of like staggers back for a moment and has to like just clutches his chest where it is, and just sort of like rights himself, but still doubled over, is like readying like a sword to attack you.
Dressed man just gives a sort of a sadistic smile.
All right. So before the guards take their turn, I'm gonna ask if there's anyone else that's gonna join the fight on one side or the other.
Who's fighting?
The guards versus
The Cynical's currently unnamed character versus 3 guards.
Ooh, how scared do the guards look?
They look a lot more determined than scared. Although one did just get like impaled with a bolt of void magic. So
Were
he's
Were any of these guys at the gate earlier today? By any chance?
I'm gonna fix all this the way I always do. Actually, you know what? Let's flip. All right, with 2 successes, I'm gonna say that the two of them are the ones who were stationed at the gate or earlier. The one in the middle who has already been shot you don't recognize him.
Oh, but these are the guys who got on me about my papers, huh? Well,
You do recognize them from earlier today.
I'll show them. Okay, I'm gonna shoot an arrow with like boxing glove on it into the back of one of their heads.
Okay, give me ranged melee.
All right.
the ranged melee.
One success.
I'm gonna say the guard on the. You know what? I just realized we gotta start using our pieces.
Ooh, wait. Actually, I'm gonna hero point too.
Oh,
I
sure.
thought about it. One more success.
Okay, so I'm gonna say these are the guards that are sort of like surrounding you. And you 3 are sort of back towards the front here. What do you...
I was moving my piece, but I guess someone else was as well.
I'm putting it in a strategic position.
Oh, okay.
I mean, you guys are... there's like an alleyway. It's not like...
I'm on top of the roof over here.
All right. Yeah, you suck. You basically the guard, when he sort of like hears someone from behind, he kind of like turns. He sort of turns like his head towards you guys, just to get like socked in the nose by a boxing glove arrow. The guard just is like, "Oh, god damn it!"
When the arrow lands, like my wallet falls out from inside of it.
I knew I shouldn't have let you guys in.
Well, I guess I know what side we're on.
Let's do it.
We're on the side of the law.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna say everyone is in combat now. Let me. I really need to save your guys's. I need to save the new character sheets. Okay.
Do you want me to send you it?
Zell is 2 initiative. I'm just checking initiatives.
3.
So yeah, you're 3. Zell is 2. I'm pretty sure Pikachu is 2, right, Zegend?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so the guards. So the guards are first. One is going to. This one's just a bit confused. He's just sort of looking around, like sort of unsure what's happening. This one is going to attempt to rush towards you, Cynical. I'm gonna call you Cynical until your character is introduced properly. He's gonna attempt to rush towards you. Go ahead and flip. Could you flip just Void Magic for me?
Right.
Okay. What's your charm again?
My charm is 3, because I have 2 charms,
Okay.
so +1 it's
Crit is 3.
So yeah, so this guy was rushing forward. This guy was rushing towards you, but he jokered. So I was gonna put it as Dagonet is just gonna like rush forward, almost like before you command him to attempt to hit him. And with 3 successes, Dagonet is gonna run this guy through and finish the job that your Void Magic Bolt started.
So which one is dead? The middle one?
The middle one.
Oh.
And meanwhile, this guy is going to... This guy is going to head towards you, Brown. Which one is... Who? Okay, I know purple. I know yellow is Pikachu.
I'm purple.
Okay, you're purple. Okay, cool. So he's gonna sort of thrust his sword forward at you for 2 damage. That is dodgeable.
Do I have my dodge back from the last fight, or?
Yeah, but it resets between combats. Don't bother resetting it now though, because this attack's gonna bring you back to what it's at.
Just asking.
Yeah.
I dodge it.
Yeah, that's an important thing to reiterate. I should do it more often since.
Oh
you
yeah,
haven't
for
played
flavor.
before.
When Dagonet took down that first guard, the assailant, he flashed a pose of.
Oh man, if we're flipping catchphrase, we're definitely flipping pose. Give me charm, perform.
Oh, I have 0 perform. That's
There
good. Oh, 2 successes though.
Lands anyway.
It's a pretty damn cool pose. The Charles, Thorben, and Pikachu, you are all very thoroughly impressed by the very fanciful pose that he strikes.
Oh,
Maybe we picked the right side after all.
For sure, definitely. These guys are assholes. Look at that guy. He's over there posing. He's got some weird funny man behind him. I look at one of the guards. I say, "Joke's on you."
All right, Pikachu and Charles, you guys are initiative tied, so I guess just whoever has a move.
Oh, you go, Charles.
You go ahead.
I said you go first, so I think it's you.
Yeah. Okay. And I had something. What was it? Shit.
All right, I'll just
you go.
shock one of the guards. The one that just got socked, preferably.
Okay. What are you doing?
Just shocking him. Guessing that's
All right,
brawn force.
Brawn force.
A 3.
I'm gonna add some more music to the queue so it's not looping so much.
Sounds good.
Thank you so much.
Don't worry, Cynical. I'll stay on theme. I feel like that's going to be enough. You guys are cleaning this up. Oh, 3 successes?
Yes.
Hell yeah. 3 successes is going to shock the absolute shit out of this guy. And he's just kind of like, for a moment, just being like, this is why we have paperwork. And he just sort of falls to the floor unconscious.
All my homies hate paperwork.
Alright. Charles is gonna start to approach the unnamed funny man.
Okay.
And just sort of start saying, greetings. Name's Lawrence. And I noticed you've got quite the abilities here. I think you and us could get along quite nicely. Trying to sort of, noticing he's kind of cleaning up a bit. He doesn't want to be on the receiving end of.
Give me. Huh.
Well, I've already got an idea for that.
Give me charm and persuasion to try and make a good impression. Normally I do presence for that, but I feel like you're trying to lay it on a little thick, so I feel like charm makes more sense.
Oh,
Where'd you get 2 crits
shit.
from? Oh, you added a crit to your deck, right?
Yes, Despera.
How much is your crit worth?
His crits are worth 5. So, cynical. I hope your action that you had planned for this involved you being borderline in love with Lawrence, because you're struck by him before he even opens his mouth, and and the more he talks, the more smitten you are. Not like in love, but like smitten's not the right word, but basically you are incredibly impressed by Lawrence before even seeing him do anything.
I ship it.
Wait, is it my turn next?
Yes, it is actually.
Okay. Well, I had something planned regardless, so just let me finish the full sentence, because just let me finish it. Let me just finish my full thought before anyone jumps in and with this roll, because I'm keeping this roll in mind.
Okay.
The unnamed rogue sort of laughs and goes, I see. You are a fellow man of deception. You leave quite a good first impression. Not Moonblitz. The rogue will once again snap his hands, and the handgun or the hand crossbow will appear. He's to initially aim it at Lawrence, but then he's going to shoot this guard in the back, assuming the guard is turned to look at the 3 of them, or if the guard is still looking at the rogue.
I would like to remind you before you make this grand play that there is no anti-Joker remaining.
It's too hot.
I know I made you think about it. Don't if you had something cool planned to do it.
No, actually I want to show off his full range. He doesn't pull out the handgun. He's going to slip out a dagger from his coat. And it's got a very nice gold handle. It's something you would assume some like noble person would hold in possession of.
Lawrence,
and then
as he's now called, eyes that very, very closely.
He is going to then rush directly to this guy while spinning the dagger in his hand and trying to slash at the last guard.
Okay.
Does it in a very flairish, very cool way.
Say agility melee.
I don't have maxed up melee, but at least I have it.
Oh.
I kind of knew it was coming. I hadn't
pulled any jokes.
I knew it was coming too, which is why I normally don't jump in like that. But I knew that given your luck, you were gonna do that grand thing and then shoot Lawrence in the chest. I saw it as if it had already happened before I said it. So I felt like I needed to warn you.
Don't harp on me too hard. I'm trying to make this cool.
I know you're doing a good job. I'm trying to help. Shooting him in the chest would be more comical than cool. Okay. I'm gonna say the guard kind of like raises his shield and kind of like bats your hand out of the way with it, and then just sort of gets like a quick slash at you for 1 damage.
Hey, dodge. Can I dodge that?
I'm gonna say this is not dodgeable since it's
All
the
right.
result of a Joker.
But he still backflips as he's taking the dodge.
It was still
as he's
very
taking the
acrobatic.
attack.
It was still
Yeah.
very acrobatic. All right, and
You're
that will
more
put it-
adept than your, well, former allies.
The guard is now gonna also take his turn. Okay. What's this? What are these? Okay. He's gonna thrust forward again for another 1 damage. This is dodgeable.
Yeah, the rogue does like a very like low, like crouch.
Okay, yeah, you sort of like duck under it. Alright, Thorben, you're up.
Okay, there's a lot of fighting going on over there. It looks pretty dangerous. I'm just gonna shoot like sleepy time arrow, sleeping gas explodes. Sleeping gas arrow.
Okay, let's say
Yep.
ranged and biology, because it's sort of alchemical.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I want to say it like plays a little lullaby theme too, at the same time.
All right.
I get 1 if I don't have anything in the skill, right? Or do I get none?
You get 1
Uh,
if you're healthy.
Actually, let me check, because eclectic might only work with skills that you have at least. a
No, it
practice.
does only work with skills I have, but I'm asking, like, in general, do you get 1 card for a skill that you don't have anything in?
No.
You do get
yeah.
an extra card if you're healthy. That's it.
Yeah.
Well, he's got an ultimate that gives bonus
Nah.
rolls for
I just meant, like, at all.
certain things.
No, but that's
Yeah. The if there isn't a dot, the dots are exactly how many cards you're flipping.
Yeah, okay. I might have pulled a couple extra cards at some point because of that.
That's fine. You know
bad.
now. You know now. It
my
works.
bad.
All right.
Two successes.
All right. I'm gonna have the guard flip to see how well he can resist it. Just because things like that would could immediately take something out.
Mhm. Yeah.
Ooh, this guard is very good at holding his breath, apparently. Because he kind of before he's able to, he sees a cloud of gas sort of climbing up around him, and he just immediately sort of holds his breath and jumps out of it. He flipped really well on that.
Yeah.
All right, it's now Pikachu / Lawrence's turn. I think Pikachu went before Lawrence last time, so he's gonna go. So he'll go this time again.
Lawrence is going to just yell at the guard, pointing a finger behind him, saying, "Look, over there."
Lawrence
try
has
and
no
open
combat
it
ability
up.
whatsoever.
You need to get Lawrence a weapon.
I kind of like the idea of it, but I'm just actually genuinely wondering.
I'm trying to think of like a good way to.
No, I don't mind. I don't mind to look over there.
No, I wasn't critiquing that. I just meant it'd be interesting if we had someone in the party who had no combat whatsoever and did more like support stuff.
There are. It is an interesting idea. I think it's something that is sort of supported in the book because there are things like I think the persuasion ultimate is actually like +1 to all flips in combat as long as they're not to deal damage.
Yeah.
Okay, give me charm lying to distract.
Basically, I want to give Pikachu a good opening. Ideally,
convince the shit out of him to look over there.
Sir, there's a ghost.
Yeah,
but that's not even a lie though.
There's a ghost in this alley, and if you turn around, it'll take your soul. You can't turn around.
All right. I think for 4 successes, Pikachu, I'm gonna say that well, not just for Pikachu, but I assume he will attack. I'm gonna say the next attack on this guard is gonna get lethal 1.
All right. With that,
because he is very thoroughly confused.
I give Pikachu a little nudge and say, "Hey, go get him."
Pikachu runs up and drop kicks him in the back of the knees.
Hell yeah! Give me a brawn melee.
Oh shit! I don't know why I'm going for Thorben's deck. I think it was because that's where my
I think it was.
It's my muscle memory.
Yeah.
Oh.
I put them in the same spot, but then when Jibu's deck got yeeted. Yeah,
wait, I actually have no melee. I'll
have no
try
melee?
in that case.
What do you mean you have no melee?
I have no melee.
No, yeah, Pikachu. All of Pikachu's melee flips in the original game. The only reason he got extra cards is because of the Iron Tail.
But doesn't he have the Iron Tail still?
I mean, he's drop kicking.
Yeah, I'm not using it.
It's drop kick.
Okay.
Let's take a 1+1.
Yeah, that's 2 damage. Just sort of like knock this dude flat over. And he's just kind of, man. He just sort of like starts like getting up, and he's just like, man, I wasn't even supposed to be on shift today. I was just supposed to come home after the gate check. Screw this. I'm out of here. He is going to attempt to flee. I don't know if people want to stop him.
I was gonna have
This man wronged me personally.
This assailant is going to do as he's running away, do a running leap at him once more with the dagger.
Okay, give me agility melee. Sounds like Thorben wants to do something too. I will let you do it.
Well, if he does this, I mean, I can't really do my thing, so.
Really?
No.
We'll let him. I'll still do my thing too.
Hey, you got a stacked deck now.
It's true.
The
Just
guard
hoping
is
the character's first impression would be a bit better.
The guard is gonna very much outrun you, and you're gonna sort of like land and kind of just like you're just gonna take 1 damage as you kind of scrape your knees on the landing, and that's gonna open up Thorben.
Okay,
to,
well,
presumably shoot an arrow as he starts running past.
I have a personal vendetta against this man. You know, he's wronged me. You know, in ways that really can't be forgiven. And so, as he's running past.
I'd like to, if I can Kevin Smith this for a second, I'd like to note that the way this man personally wronged you was subduing you as you ready to bow an arrow towards his fellow guard.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I'm not saying you're wrong to think like that.
Unforgivable.
I'm just making it as humorous as possible.
And yes, so after he's wronged me, while he's running past me, I whisper, "Papers, please." And then as he's, going down the street, I'm gonna shoot him in the back with a Mountain Dew arrow.
Oh, jeez. All right. Give me agility and ranged.
This is actually all the cards I have left.
Very nice.
So 4 successes.
Man, with that many successes, I'm gonna say that you get this arrow. It just sticks right into a vein, and just gives him a barely not lethal dose of dew. And that's gonna knock him out before he has a chance to run away.
He'll be on the mountain for weeks.
So
nice shot.
You guys now are so the 4 of you are now sort of standing in an alleyway with what the fuck is this?
Is there a dumpster nearby?
It's a wicked plan.
It's wicked plan. So you guys are standing in an alleyway with the unconscious body and corpse of one of the cards just sort of strewn around you.
I go up to Cynical's character and I say, "Hey, does your clown eat bodies?"
The rogue will kind of lightly push Thorben out of the way, and he puts his hand on the half mask that you can see that's covering one of his eyes, and just says, "Dagonet, return!" And in a similar plume of smoke, Dagonet just sort of disappears into nothingness.
Is that some sort of magic? I lean in close. Sorry.
What have you adventurous to help? Me, the dashing Harlequin rogue, known only as Card Sharp.
Is that the name of a song or something?
Cynical, I'm pretty sure he's asking that in character.
Card Sharp takes out his golden hilted dagger and puts it right up to Thorben's neck.
Whoa.
Say something stupid one more time.
Disarming arrow! Out of nowhere. I disarm him with an arrow.
Give me
backflip dodge as this is going on.
Okay, so alright. Ranged melee for the disarming arrow, agility athletics for the backflip. Let's see whose flips better.
Oh, I have max athletics. 1, 2.
Is that Thorben at the bottom?
1, 2,
Yep.
3, 4, 5,
Okay.
3
6.
successes.
And I'm healthy.
Oof.
Oh.
He does have a stack deck.
Close.
By 1.
Close.
So Thorben, you sort of like ready your bow below his hand to just sort of
To disarm him.
I actually like that better. It's got just like a bow with like just like a saw blade at the end of it, because it is an arrow literally meant to disarm. Luckily for you, Card Sharp, you notice this right away and just immediately vault backwards to avoid the arrow as it just sort of like flies into the air, and in a couple seconds later just comes down and just sort of breaks on the floor.
Are you here to turn me in, claim the reward?
There's a reward?
There's a reward?
None that I'm aware of yet.
Oh, well, why'd you go around saying that then? You like want to get turned in or something?
If that's all you want of me, I'll be going.
Where are you going? Wait, where are you going?
I go where all dashing rogues go. To the streets.
Been there, man. It's not a pretty place.
That's rough. Yeah, that's pretty rough out there.
Yeah.
You're a dashing rogue,
someone
though.
of your skills, you look like you can find your way into a coin purse quite easily.
I do a little trick to, without Lawrence even looking, steal his wallet to impress him.
Give me agility sneaking for a sleight of hand stealth maneuver.
Let's do a drive. I haven't used one all all session.
All right.
Let's do another. Let's do a hero point. I don't have any jokers in this deck. Fuck it. Okay. So 2.
I'm gonna say, yeah, sort of as he's saying that, he's kind of flashes. He sort of
You
flashes
mean like this?
Hmm?
That's what Card Sharp says. You mean like this?
Yeah, and as he says, he sort of flashes your coin purse in front of you before like throwing it back to you.
Exactly. I like that. No. The last magic user I found was a bit stingy on paying me back for a debt, but I feel
You're
like
looking for someone to commit. If you're looking for someone to commit crimes with, I'm not interested. I only steal from the corrupt.
I don't care who the pockets come from, or who the money comes from.
We were to work together. Or whatever. Then you must promise me that you will follow by my admittedly gray moral standards.
It's probably no more gray than I am already, so.
We don't steal from those who don't deserve it or those who don't have anything to steal.
How would you? Alright.
Well, deserving is kind of, that's
Subjective.
kind of up to personal debate, but
Be who
I think,
I deem deserving of stealing from.
I'll probably get more money than I have been. So.
Sure.
Also, be prepared to possibly commit regicide at some point.
Oh, but you get to decide who we steal from? Sounds like a noble to me. These rich fellas.
All right.
Kill my father.
I'm gonna say,
I'm not
as you
even
guys...
from this kingdom, dipshit.
I'm gonna say, as you guys are arguing,
Regicide's the king, ain't it?
It is. Regicide is killing a king.
I'm an idiot.
Yes.
I'm gonna say, as you guys are arguing, you hear more kind of like heavily armed footsteps, not particularly like running, but just more guards passing by.
Cart Sharper is going to jump up onto, like he's going to try and parkour scale the nearest low building,
and get to the roof of it.
Okay, that's gonna be agility athletics. I assume everybody else is gonna wanna probably not do that, but do something similar.
I'm gonna shoot a grappling
Okay,
hook.
hold on. So 2 successes, that's 5. I'm just trying to count here. So I only need 2 more cards. Okay, it was 2 successes.
Okay.
Do I make it up to the roof?
I'm gonna let everyone flip first.
Okay. Well, I'm just to say, because he's going to get to the roof, and if he does get on the roof, he's going to say, meet me at the Thirsty Goblin, if you wish to continue this business transaction, / employment opportunity.
Alright, let's say that happens.
And just in the shadows, he just...
Okay, so Card
He
Sharp
does leave them behind.
Card Sharp is headed off to the Thirsty Goblin. You guys are still standing in an alleyway full of dead and unconscious guards.
I'm gonna shoot a grappling hook on a roof nearby. Tall roof. With a rope attached to the grappling hook, not just a grappling hook by itself.
I'm gonna
On an
try and
arrow,
find somewhere
preferably.
to hide the bodies.
Okay, Pikachu, give me wit or intelligence plus
Pikachu.
investigation or streetwise.
Just put them in a pile. Just get them all together.
And Thorben, give me what is a grappling hook arrow? I want to say agility. Not agility. I want to say ranged engineering. Holy shit! 3 successes from
thing.
Pikachu too.
By the way, out of character, I hope you guys are enjoying my new character so far.
Hell yeah.
God damn.
Oh my
Oh,
god!
wow.
Yeah.
You sort of like as the grappling hook arrow just sort of catches something on the roof of this building, the rope like snaps taut, and then as if it was like a bungee cord, just sends you flying up effortlessly onto the top of the building.
Should I try to like grab hold of him as he's
Yeah, I'm gonna reach out. Try to grab on.
Okay, all right, I'm gonna say, before that happens, it's gonna be very quick. Pikachu, you just find a big fucking pothole in the ground.
Perfect.
You dump them in there for 3 successes. It is something where, unless they walked in here to check, they would not see them where they're like located. Like, it's not like in a way you could see them like just by passing by. You have to actually
Gotcha.
look in the hole. All right, now I'm gonna say it's agility athletics for everyone who wants to grab onto Thorben.
all right.
Yeah,
I
this
will
is
let
wild.
both people grab onto Thorben.
Hell
He got
yeah.
like 4 successes.
5, thank you very much.
Oh, was it? Was it 5? Even all the more reason.
4. Oh, there's my 4 drive. So.
That's your deck, not your discard.
No, it's not.
All right, I'm gonna say a success for each of you will do it. You two both grab onto Thorben as you sort of like bungee up.
Yo,
Bungee sort of up and over.
If they look in the distance, they'll see Card Sharp doing flips as he goes from roof to roof. But he is like way ahead of them.
Listen,
Yeah.
I'm gonna pick the arrow back up. It's got the rope on still. Make a zip line to the goblin tavern. Fuck it.
All right, give me another ranged engineering for a zip line rope.
Dingle, you can have the groovy back. I'm sorry.
2
All right.
successes.
Hope that wasn't too much, but I had that song planned for the after battle too.
No, it's fine.
One success, Thorben?
2.
Or 2?
2.
Okay.
I'm gonna say that's enough to make a functioning like grappling hook to get you guys down there, but it's not gonna be particularly quick. It's more of like a Deep Rock Galactic gunner grappling hook. Where you guys are just kind of just sort of very leisurely just going down on this grappling hook.
And can Card Sharp do a kind of jump spin as he lands on the ground in like the alleyway right next to the thirsty goblin?
Okay, give me agility athletics.
I'm so glad I put a bunch of points in athletics.
Me too.
I'll use the drive. Again, I haven't used it at all this session. I'll use another. No, you can't use more than one drive, right?
No, you can use as much drive as you have.
Can't use a hero point.
Yeah, you can't use 2 hero points in a
Well,
flip.
I have shit. That's on my other one. Well, I have 3 left, so I'm gonna hero point. Just let me do a cool flip. Fuck you. Okay, 2. I'll take over 1.
You do a cool flip.
It's like a spin.
Yeah, you do like a little sort of spin as you sort of land on the ground.
How many cars did you just flip?
A lot.
Just wants to flip. For God's sake.
He just wants to.
Just let a man flip.
All right. So, you flip down in front of the thirsty goblin as the other 3 just kind of, just sort of slowly, just sort of slowly follow behind you.
He does like a little like salute wave and doesn't like wait for them. He just goes inside.
As you're walking in, you see 2 very beat up adventurers and 1 very angry looking dwarf sitting around what looks to be just like a fire. I can't quite tell what they made the fire out of.
Gentlemen, what seems to be the problem? What happened to you?
The dwarf is the first to speak up, and he goes, "Some asshole caught me in a net, so we're burning it."
Fair enough. Card Sharp will flip the group gold and be like, "Have some drinks on me, fellas."
The dwarf very greedily catches the gold and goes, "Oh hell yeah!" And they kind of head inside.
Card Sharp takes a seat like in the back area of the bar where there's like larger tables. It's also secluded for any kind of suspicious talk.
All right.
Did I cut out? No.
Yeah, no, I was just getting something. All right. So you guys are now done with using your grappling hook and landing into the in front of the door.
Nice.
So you guys walk in. The bar still looks pretty much exactly the way you left it. Mountain Dew puddle on the floor and all.
I asked the bartender if these adventuring types are bothering her.
You mean the 3 who just walked in after they got their asses kicked and still want to pay me?
Mm-hmm.
Nah, I'd say I'm good with these 3.
All right. Pour me a drink, please.
Yeah, this place could really use a wet floor sign.
Someone could sue over that. I look over. Wink.
She pours you a drink and she's like, "That's the last freebie, just so you know."
It's the only one I've asked for.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. No complaints.
Archer is waiting somewhat impatiently at the back table.
Yeah, Lawrence will come slip by.
Yeah, I'll walk over there too. You coming with Pikachu to talk to this stranger. Hey, so do you know any magic tricks?
If I do this, will you stop asking?
No.
Well, at least he's honest.
I don't know how to describe it, but Card Sharp is going to do some weird... He's going to pull out a deck of cards and do some fancy, like, you know, back and forth, cards flying between his hands kind of shit.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa.
Ooh.
Ooh.
I want to say that's agility perform.
No perform, which sucks. Let's use a hero point. Nope. All the cards go everywhere.
Yeah, can I have Lawrence take an ace to put up his sleeve?
Yes.
There's a
add,
trick. Play 52 pickups.
Add a...
No. They're not my cards.
They're not mine either.
Well, who's going to pick them up?
Whoever wants them, I guess.
You can add, Lawrence, you can add an ace up your sleeve to non-useful items.
Will do.
Question. Can non-useful items become useful?
Yeah, no. It's also just a good place to put things.
It's just
There's not a lot of room in the
like
The thing is,
stat modifying items.
I don't love the nomenclature useful and non-useful. Useful basically just means it's an item that confers some sort
What's
of
this
stat bonus.
plastic, like, stretching sound?
That's a good question.
Brown, what are you doing? It's making that noise.
I crushed a cup, and now it's like kind of bendy.
Well, stop, it's annoying.
What the fuck kind of cup makes that noise?
Is it a solo cup?
Listen, yeah, it's because I crushed it straight down, so now like,
Oh.
it's like a kind of like a spring
Well, can you stop?
made out of plastic cup.
Please?
That does a groaning noise.
Alright.
Yeah, but like, what if I was like, oh, I have a frog arrow, and then I went,
No, just stop. Please.
Okay, Carrot Top.
what if I said I had a carrot top arrow, and then I went,
To get back to being in character.
wait.
No!
Alright.
Why did you decide to
around
help
a
me?
table?
Why did you decide to help me? It's not every day that adventurers like you would put their lives on the line for a rogue such as myself, no matter how charming and handsome I might be.
We were just bored, to be honest.
Yeah, those guys, they beat me up earlier because I was trying to show them my documents.
To be frank, I'm kind of at the mercy of this lug here. Let's slap in Thorben on the back.
Yeah, this here is my copyright manager. I don't really know what it's called, the official title, but you know, he's making sure nobody steals my ideas for their own profit. He writes them all down and keeps them in this notebook that I'm not allowed to see. Anyways. What was your name again, Paul?
It's Card Sharp.
Oh, not you. I was talking to my buddy here.
We'll stick with Lawrence.
Lawrence. Card Sharp, you looking for an adventuring crew?
Card Sharp will sort of lean in and be like, I'm more looking for people to help me uncover something.
What's that you need to uncover?
I have no proof of this yet, but I'm unsure whether the monarch in this kingdom is corrupt or not. And if they are, I'll do the same thing I've done before. I will take them down. The people deserve to live free lives.
Just one question. You know, royalty and whatnot, they're very rich. Do we get like all of it? Do we or how does the profit share work with
If
the current
Once the king
monarch
is dead.
leader of this country turns out to be corrupt and worthy of being in order to meet the end of my blade, then you can take whatever you can carry, especially if it's blood gold.
I'm gonna say as this is going on, just someone overhearing your conversations like, oh, did I hear someone talk about the king being corrupt? And
yeah.
And Carter,
Thorben and Pikachu, you two recognize the two cloaked figures in their like black but like very crudely decorated robes approach you.
Oh, what's going on, guys?
Cartrapper's going to lean back into his kind of chair nonchalantly. And he has like a scotch glass. I don't know what it's filled with. Some magical scotch. I don't fucking know.
Kinda
Oh,
like
man.
That depends who's asking.
Oh man, you guys hate the king too?
I would only have reason to hate the king if what you're implying is true. Is the king's kingdom built on the blood of the innocent?
Oh, I don't know, man. Probably. The boss says basically, the boss says that like, man, you can't just tell people what to do, right? And that's like the king's whole job, and that's like fucked up. That's why us Arcanoclasts are fixing to just sort of shake things up, take him down. Just get the man out of the city, you know?
I would only have reason for action whether there was solid proof that the king was doing notorious deeds with his power. Do you have any of that currently? Or do you only have the word of your leader to go on?
Hey, wait, 1 second, Card Sharp. Guys, you guys seem pretty cool, but you can see that my buddies here, we're pretty hardcore. What's the most badass thing you've ever done before you keep hanging out with us?
Also, if you're following what your leader says, isn't that doing exactly what people do when they follow what the king says?
Nah, man, we follow the boss because he's cool. And he wants to take down the man.
What makes him so cool? What have you seen him do?
Oh, he's rad, dude. He does this thing with his magic where he's like, whoosh! And he sort of like throws his arms in the air.
You should
Archer
take
takes
us
a
to him,
long
dude.
swig of his drink in the
Can
background.
we meet this guy? Can we meet your boss?
Oh shit, man. I mean, he's kind of a busy guy, but
No,
like,
hold
you
up,
guys should swing by the headquarters sometime. You guys are cool as hell. You should totally join up, especially if you hate the king.
All right, thank you, gentlemen.
Where are
I have
your
something to
headquarters
discuss
at?
with my cohorts.
Wait, let me get the address real quick.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's just like in the sewers.
All right, thank you, gentlemen.
How very cool.
Good luck with your revolution.
You like meet on a certain day or something, or is it just all the time down there?
Oh, we just kick it.
Okay, gentlemen, that's quite enough. I have something to discuss with the table
nearby.
here. Please, for the love of...
Like, if I go outside the bar and go down, will I get there?
Eventually, probably. We just kind of... You find it.
Thank you.
Alright,
You can go
dude.
now.
See you soon, man. You keep working on the spellcraft. You got this, dude. I know you've been working hard.
Thanks, man. The two of them are gonna sort of like saunter off.
Art Sharp takes his dagger and stabs it in the middle of the table to get everyone's attention.
I kind of pick up the dagger and look at it.
No, he's holding it.
Whoa.
He's
Oh,
holding
whoa.
it. No, he's holding it. You're not taking it.
Okay.
Listen.
Well, Lawrence
another
just
thing.
quickly
Shut. What?
he quickly points out, hey, if we're asked to pay for this, it's coming out of your pocket.
Would you shut up and listen? There's another rule. I will not consort with terrorists. If I were to find out the king is corrupt and I will have to commit regicide, it would be done in a classy manner.
Wouldn't you be
Where
a
no
terrorist,
excess
though?
blood would have to be shed. And the Arcanoclasts are basically terrorists.
I don't know. You kind of sound like a terrorist to me, dude. You said you killed kings before. You said you've done it before. How many
I killed
times?
a king before.
Okay, and how many? You killed the king
Hold
before?
on, if you want to know.
How many?
If you want to know
Mhm.
what happened. And Card Sharp is going to kind of somberly kind of lean into the table like really closely. I am not from this place. I am not from this kingdom. I am from far off, beyond the borders of what you know as home. I used to be a court jester for a king, an entertainer, a player of music, a player of practical jokes.
I can see why you switched careers. Not much pay in that work.
Oh, the pay was quite well. Until I found out the heinous things the kings were doing. Innocents in the streets, no one could speak out against the king. It was run like a prison. The walls, every day they seemed to be higher and higher. He was a paranoid old fool, and he trusted no one. And in turn, his compassion in his heart turned as black as night.
So how'd you do it?
Well, one evening, there was a party, a gathering. Other nobles from around the area were there. Of course. Thanks to my skills as an acrobat and as a generally charming person, I was the lead entertainer, and my plan had already been put into motion. During the final act of the play, I, the lead actor, disappeared from stage. The audience was wowed. And then, as the lights were dim, the king sitting up in his little ivory box where you could see the best seats in the house. I had returned to the stage, not mere a minute later, and the lights were on, but the king's heart had been stabbed right through to the chair behind him with the longest, most ornate sword I had found lying around the castle. His crown was missing. I had started a political revolution. And now, while I had to flee my home for fear of being caught as the perpetrator, I hear that things are better now, that old man is gone. And that is how I overthrew a king once. And I will do it again, if it means bettering the lives of the common people.
Well, I mean, how many kings have they killed?
What?
I shed no extra blood. Those are rowdy individuals looking for a power. What I'm doing is not about power, or even wealth to an extent. It's about taking the corrupt.
I mean, we did kill a guard earlier.
That is true.
Yeah. We helped you.
That is very, very much a felony.
Yeah, I don't think we should judge these guys before we get to know them.
I will say that the two Arcana class have pulled up chairs to listen. Did pull up chairs to listen to your story, Moonblith. Oh, no, fuck. Card Sharp, and they're just sort of like looking at you like very intently, like very awestruck.
Lord, how much of that did you hear?
Oh man, that was awesome. That really all happened.
You can read about it in recent books written about that kingdom. They still haven't found
I don't like
the
reading
assailant,
those.
of course. They still haven't found the assailant, of course. I am perfect in stealth. I am perfect both in stealth and showmanship. Which is really the only two things you need in life.
Oh, you guys gotta come. We could definitely. Wow, the boss would so like to meet you if you actually killed a king, man.
Yeah, what do you say?
The trip to the sewers never hurt anyone.
I'm not sure if that's true.
Oh, who left?
He's gone to the sewers.
Oh shit!
Yeah, Sin leave.
What happened? You disconnected.
That I got pulled away into a personal call.
Oh, whoops. We'll I mean, this session's probably gonna wrap up pretty soon if you got another call to get to.
Yeah, the last thing Card Sharp will say, he'll ask. Well, that depends. What does your leader want? Because I will not have the blood of the innocent shed for what I want done to these corrupt systems.
Nah, man, we don't want to hurt nobody. We're doing the opposite of hurting people. We're like letting people do what they want to do for themselves, you know? That's what we're all about.
That could either sound like a People's Democratic Republic or total anarchy.
It's probably closer to the anarchy.
I mean, I don't know. Both of those sounded pretty cool to me. The boss is better about stuff like that.
Well, and Cardtrap's going to turn to his new cohorts, I guess. Well, if you'll join me on this.
Yeah, let's go to the sewers.
Well, it beats trying to scam broke mages out of their pocket money.
I go up to the bartender. Hey, where's the closest entrance to the sewers?
The bartender just kind of like sighs and is like, you would be shocked how often I'm asked that.
Cardtrap's going to walk up behind Pikachu. Don't worry, ma'am. We're not going to join some sort of weird cult. Would Cardtrap know who this lady is? Has he been in the city for a while? Angle?
I'd say you did know the Thirsty Goblin by name earlier. So I would say, yes, you do. Her name is Anne.
Don't worry, Anne. I'll keep everyone in line. I assume Anne doesn't know what kind of person Cardsharp is outside of someone who actually pays for his drinks.
Yeah. Anne's just kind of like, hey, doesn't matter to me what you guys do as long as you pay for your beers.
Cardsharp will leave the exact change of his own drink and head out the door. Sort of wait for everyone, I guess.
All right. Anne gives you directions to the nearest sewer. It's just outside and a little bit to the right, she says.
Thank you.
As before, Cardsharp walks and everyone's kind of at the counter, I guess, paying. Says, "Oh, from here on out, you will be paying for your own drinks." And he just walks out.
Wait, you bought me a drink?
No.
Oh.
Alright. I'm gonna say, you guys all file out of the bar. And you're gonna head down to the, Arcana class hideout next time on RPG.
Nice.
Nice.
Very cool.
Well, out of character, did you guys like my new character?
Yeah. It's very different.
Yes. I'm kind of curious what happened to,
Yeah.
He's just reading.
Nothing bad's gonna happen to him, guys. I just wanted to switch things up for season 2.
So Is Amadeus gonna be joining us as well? You're gonna be playing 2 characters, or is he like?
I can't do
is
that.
he distracted?
I have to.
Alright.
He's basically distracted.
Alright.
The way we described it, we might just like, at some point Amadeus might like come back into the picture and like Card Sharp will like go somewhere else. Just kind of like play it by ear in that regard.
Don't worry, nothing's bad's gonna happen to him. He's not permanently leaving the party or anything.
Yeah, this is a. We wanted to. This was a character.
This is why I was excited to. This is why I was so excited to have a session, and then when it was canceled last week, I was really upset.
And this is also why I didn't want to have a session last week with no one else here.
That's fair.
Yeah.
So that Brown didn't come back to Cynical being an entirely different character.
That would have been amazing. Yeah, sorry about that.
I'm glad it worked out.
It happens.
Though. And I've been wanting to play this character for a while. I've had it. Me and Dingle have been cooking it up for a good while, even before space ended.
And I've been wanting you guys to meet the fucking Arcano class for forever.
They're great.
They were one of the first sort of factions that I wrote in this campaign, but I couldn't think of a way to feasibly put them into Connington, so it couldn't have been until this season.
Yeah. Are we gonna do hero points? Because I have to do something. Yeah. I guess I'm going out to dinner with some friends in a few minutes.
Okay. If you need to rush out of here, then you can assign
No, I can say
points.
for the hero points. Okay. Hero points. 1, 2. Brown for being a really good pain in the ass that brings character interaction.
Brown's character drives so many fun conversations. I'm loving it.
Sorry, yes.
I'm hoping
don't apologize. I'm
hoping that Card Sharp will get along with him a bit more than Amadeus, but Brown isn't doing. But Brown isn't like, he's good, but not in like, I don't know what the word is. He's playing good.
Very overbearing.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
His alignment is idiotic good.
And I guess Zell, because I guess he made Card Sharp bisexual now. With that,
I didn't mean to say smitten. It doesn't need to be
I know that.
It doesn't need to be weird.
I was just making a joke, but he had the best first impression on that flip alone.
I think that's the most successes we've ever had on a single flip,
well,
and it was to introduce himself.
Here's the thing, Sachin didn't help by piping up and saying "I ship it," like a second later.
That is true.
Yeah,
I hope you guys like my character. He's definitely a ripoff, but I'm having a lot of fun playing him.
Yeah.
Dude, we literally have a Pikachu. I don't think you need to worry.
I gotta head out as well. So I want to give mine to the bar fight boys.
The bar fight boys.
And I'll talk to you.
No.
All right.
No point for
this
me.
one right.
Oh
well. I'll give mine to Cynical for a very cool intro on the new character. Brown for being my bar fight boy and having a sick zipline.
Oh, did we all get a hero point, like default, Dingle?
Yeah, I gave you all a role-playing point. I was factoring it in while I was putting him in, but I forgot to mention it.
Do I keep all my other hero points?
No, they reset.
No, they're use it or lose it. They reset to They reset to 0 technically. I don't think there's ever been a session where I haven't given everyone a hero point at the start of the assigning them.
Mm-hmm.
What about you, Brown?
And yeah, I think that's just Brown left on the hero
points.
I
need to think. I need to think of who to give it to.
Well, please hurry, because I have to leave soon.
Okay.
Wait, okay, so Cynical, you gave one to Brown and Zell. Zell gave one to Brown and Zegend. Zegend gave one to Brown and Cynical?
I have to give one to Zegend.
Am I right, Zegend? It was Brown and Cynical you gave yours to?
Yeah.
Okay. So Brown's given one to Zegend.
What's the other one?
I'll give the other one to Cynical, because Zealous isn't here to to feel bad that I left him out. Just don't tell him.
I'm DMing him right now.
Dude, you know what? I'm giving that. Scratch that, Dingle.
Nope, too late.
Give
Can't
to
take it
Zell.
back. I already
Give
put it
to
in. I
Zell.
saved it. I saved it. Can't take it back.
Give it to Zell. Dingle.
No. I already put in 4.
Did a little reverse on that
Too
one.
late.
Put that one in 3rd gear.
Too late. Can't take it back.
I'd like to remind everyone the hero points are not to smite. They're not to spite people. They're to reward cool things they did in the session.
All right. Well, this was good, fellas.
Yeah. Who are we thinking for anti-Joker next session before we wrap this up?
I haven't been in a while, have I? I don't remember.
Actually, you super haven't been in a while.
All right, then give it to me. I'm gonna head out. It was good, boys, but I'm getting more messages to be outside of my house to be picked up for dinner.
Oh God, they're gonna beat your ass. Don't
They're
go,
gonna take-
Cynical.
they're
They're jumping you.
They're taking me to a nice Italian restaurant, then they're beating my ass.
They're taking you to the sewers.
Oh, my friends are the Arcanoclasts. All right, see you guys
All right,
later. This was
GG's,
great,
I
though.
can't wait to go to the sewers.
Night.